Hey guys, thank you for joining me for another video about Entra ID. In this video I'm going to show you how to set up company branding in Microsoft Entra ID. It adds a little nice touch to the user experience. Before we get started, subscribe to my channel for more videos on Microsoft products. Let's get started. When you log into Entra ID, you can find company branding by scrolling down the left-hand side menu under User Experiences. Click Company Branding. So before we set up the company branding, I want to show you what will actually change and what the prerequisites are for you to be able to set up the company branding. So if you look at the Microsoft help page, you can see here that the prerequisites for setting up the company branding are Microsoft Entra ID P1 or P2 license, Microsoft 365 Business Standard license, or SharePoint Plane 1 license. Adding customer branding requires one of those licenses. If you look at this graphic here, we can see what we can change on the sign-in page. So, the sign-in page currently with no company branding will look like something like this. If we go back to this graphic, you can see that we can change everything from the fave icon at the top to header logo, the background image, username hint text, sign-in page text, and also the footer. As you can see, there are 15 things that we can change. It's quite a lot. We'll go through some of them. So when we open the company branding page in Entra ID, we are presented with this screen. We have two options: to customize the default sign-in experience or to customize by browser language. As we're only using one language here, we're just gonna be customizing the default sign-in experience. But customizing by browser language for different group of users is also an option. If we click Customize, we are presented with this screen. We can add fave icon here at the top. I'm not gonna go through each one. Now, I'm only gonna show a few different options. First one being background image. If we click on Browse, we can select a background image. As you can see, this particular image file type uploaded is too large. So what you need to make sure is that the image dimensions match exactly what's presented here. It can be larger or smaller, so it has to be 1920 by 1080 pixels. Max file size has to be less than 300 kilobytes, and then the file type can be PNG, JPEG, image. I've gone now and resized the image. Let's give it another try. As you can see, now the image is working. If you scroll down, we can see that we can change the page background color. And if we hover over this, we can see that it says this color replaces the sign-in page image. If the image cannot load because of connectivity issues, so we can let's put blue color. Okay, that's fine. So we click Next and go to Layout. As you can see, we can display full screen background or partial screen background. We can also show header or hide header. And we can also show footer or hide footer. We'll just leave the defaults as they are. Next, we can also upload a logo if we want to. However, in this case, if you read this message here, we can see that the header control has been disabled in the Layout tab. This is in the previous step. If we click Show Header and click Next, now we are able to upload a logo. We just need to pay attention to the image requirements. In this case, we're not gonna upload a logo, so we'll go back and click Hide Header. If we click Next, we'll come to the footer page. So in the footer, we can display things like privacy and cookies. We can also display custom text if we would like. So for example, here we can put our company page, and we can also add a URL. This is just for illustration purposes. As you can see though, that this custom text will replace the Microsoft privacy and cookies text, so it will replace the default. Same thing will happen for terms of use. But in our case, let's keep this customized and this as the default so we can see what the difference is. If we click next, we can find more options. For example, the banner logo. We can also add a square logo. Square logo is used to represent user accounts in the organization. We can also add a square logo for a dark theme. And we can use things like username hint text. So for example here, we can say your ABC company username. We can also set up a sign-in text, which will also appear at the bottom of the Entra sign-in page. For self-service password resets, we can also customize it and show the self-service password reset option. We can also hide it. There are some other options here, depending whether you need them or not. So next we can click review, and we can see here all the options that we have customized. So this looks good to me. Let's click create. Okay, so the company branding has been successfully created. Let's test it out. You can see that the background image is displaying correctly. We have successfully customized our company branding. Another thing we changed is in the footer. We changed privacy and cookies policy to our company. And you can see in the left-hand side that the URL has changed as well. In our case, it's going to example.com. Just to recap and go back to this screen, there are many options for you to customize. You can add logo, sign-in page title, and username hint, self-service reset password, and much more. So hopefully this tutorial helps you to learn how you can customize your company branding in Entra ID. Subscribe to my page for more videos on Microsoft products. Until next time.